All right, welcome back to the Virtue Bowling Supply YouTube channel. My name is Chris and I'm here to bring you guys the high rev perspective.
And my name is Josh and I'll be bringing the low rev perspective.
Today, going head to head, we have the brand new Storm Concept and the Purple Hammer 78D. We'll be throwing 10 shots with both of these, picking one winner that we would most likely add to our bag and explain why.
Today we are here at Bolero Via Linda on a fresh sports shot. We are bowling on the 2025 PBA Wolf. So with that being said, make sure to like and subscribe and we'll see you out on the lanes.
These two, I think, are pretty different, and I think the concept for me looked quite a bit better going down the lane. I was kind of forced into a spot, especially straighter with the Purple Hammer 78, just because I couldn't really shape it as much. It's definitely earlier, it flares a little bit more than the concept does, and it's not quite as quick off the friction. I could almost play anywhere I kind of wanted with the concept. There was a point where I got too straight, kind of where the Purple Hammer was, and it saw the early friction just a little too much and was a little too quick. So moving left, I feel like the misses were a lot better with the concept, and I could kind of get away with the quick misses as well. So moving left, I think the concept in my hands just felt way more versatile. The Purple Hammer, again, just kind of forced me into one spot, as to where the concept I could kind of play anywhere I wanted. As long as I was slow enough with both the balls, they shaped off the end of the pattern pretty well. With the concept, I felt like I could kind of throw it anywhere I wanted and it would strike every time. Like my last few shots, I moved a zone almost every single time, and I got it to the friction and it never wanted to quit going through the pins. So to me, ball motion wise, looked a little bit better with the concept. So with that being said, I feel like the concept is going to be the winner of this battle. To me, I feel like the Purple Hammer kind of underperformed expectations in my opinion. I thought this one would kind of shape off of it a little bit more, kind of closer to the original one. Obviously with the 78 hardness, it's not going to perform just as like the originals. I thought it was going to kind of give you a little bit more shape than it did. So to me, the concept felt quite a bit more versatile. It was still early, but actually gave you shape down lane, which I think is important. So to me, the concept is 100% going to win this one.
These two balls for me are definitely a little different, but overall they still give, you know, that kind of classic urethane shape. I do feel like the concept does create more downlane angle than I'm used to seeing with urethane, where I feel like the purple is kind of more along the lines of that. I did feel like the concept gave me a better ball motion overall. I feel like with us bowling on Wolf, again, angles are really key, and I felt like with the concept, I could actually feel like I was throwing it to the gutter, where the purple had to be more on top of the gutter. Now, normally straighter is always greater, and I typically believe that, but today, the ball motion with the concept just looked a little bit better because I did feel like I had miss rooms in both directions, where the purple, I felt like I could miss a little right, but anything left, it would either wiggled or hooked too much, and it was really hard to predict which one it was going to do. Again, overall, still played kind of similar portions of the lane. I did feel like the purple, I did have to, like I said, play a little straighter with, probably about 3 or 4 boards, but overall, like, it still gives that classic urethane shape that everyone's looking for. Final thoughts on these two pieces for me. Like I said, both of them definitely give that urethane-like shape, the purple more than the concept in my opinion, but for today and what we're bowling on, I feel like the concept is gonna have to be the winner. I do feel like this ball just saw the lane and read it and really went through the pins better. For me, again, as a straighter player, I don't typically throw urethane pretty much ever, so this is, again, a little challenging for me just to remember to stay at the back of it, because if I get around it, that thing's never hooking. But overall, I felt like the concept just gave me a little bit more wiggle room and kind of a free swing to throw the ball with, where the purple, I just felt like I had to kind of hit my mark a little bit more.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you found this video useful, make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one.